Hey everyone, my name is Naguura, and today I have another M Bootcamp for you. This time around, Krona joined me from FatSharkYes. This time around, we did focus on the dungeons as well, making sure we're going through some really cool tips and tricks. But we also did a lot of Moonkin talk. So if you're Moonkin players or ranged players in general, then this is gonna be a very interesting episode for you. There's quite a few things that I still learned from Krona that I was not actually paying attention to or that I maybe did wrong. So if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely go ahead and watch this M Bootcamp. So yeah, let me know what you think about it and enjoy. All right, so the way I've done this before, just to explain a little. Like the first person I invited was Teddles. And Teddles just kind of went through the dungeons with me as I was pugging, watched my key, and just explained some stuff, answered my questions if I had any about mob mechanics or whatever. And then he pointed out any kind of tricks and tips and whatnot that people do on high keys that I maybe am not aware of. Then I guess you can also talk Moonkin stuff too if you wanna, because I haven't really looked too much into Moonkin optimization and whatnot, because I was kind of MIA this season and generally not super interested, so I was kind of just winging most of it. So if there's something that you see that I'm doing wrong or whatever, don't think that you're hurting me when you point it out or something. Yeah, I can take it. Just tell me if I'm being bad.
Gonna be backseating.
Yeah, I love that. Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we start, do you want to quickly tell me everything about what you have accomplished in World of Warcraft so far, who you are, what you do, and your PvE experience and stuff, maybe a little bit?
Sure. I've been raiding in a top 10 guild for the past, I would say, 4 years. Before that, I was also raiding in other top 100 guilds. Been playing the game at a high level since BFA Season 2. I've also participated in some MDIs, TGPs. Usually I got to global finals, but it was always at the low end. I ended up 6th, 5th. That was the peak, I would say. But yeah, this season I'm just chilling, streaming high keys, just taking it slow.
All
Yep.
right, so I think you do qualify for being a coach. I think those are good enough credentials.
So myself.
Okay, well anyway, so I managed to get into Motherlode fast, actually, surprisingly. So I did do Motherlode a little bit with Mike yesterday, but we didn't really talk about struts. We talked about TGP and MDI stuff. So I think I mostly know what mobs do, but I don't really know routes and smaller details about things. I literally just read the tooltips of abilities. That's what I did yesterday. So that's how far I am.
I think most routes in here look pretty similar. You kind of skip everything at the start except for this first pull. That's pretty standard.
Yeah, I also sometimes see people go to the left here at the very start and skip these laborers somehow, or the assassins, I guess is what people skip.
Yeah, you would skip assassins and laborers here. You would try to get the thugs from the next pull in.
Why is that? Because of count reasons, or?
I mean, I'm not sure how you guys are gonna skip this next part now.
Oh, maybe we play it? Then we're not playing the route,
play
though.
the trash in front of the peacekeeper there, and then jump over the wall to the right of the peacekeeper. But now I think you have to do an extra pull or something, even though the route said one pull here.
Oh, I guess we're doing this right side skip, yeah. I saw this before. Wait, how do you do this jump here? Oh god.
I have no idea. I've never been in this place before.
I mean, I guess this is not that bad. Because you skip the thug, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is
So
pretty chill.
I don't know how to do this jump 100% properly. And this time I got gripped, so I couldn't have you explain it. Do you know a trick for it, or is it just?
There's a little ledge that sticks out from the wall. You have to aim at the right corner of it. On this fight, I would just hold incarn for damage phases.
Oh, okay,
Since
yeah.
it's such a flexible cooldown, you don't really lose anything by holding it. If you're
Other
Floodgate, you
than-
can just keep sending. It should be up for damage phases.
Wait, if you have it on pull and then for damage phase again?
Yeah, if you fear Balloon on pull, it should be...
Oh, So who is doing the balls usually when you have like coordinated group? Is it just like everyone does it around them and then the healer's doing the last, or?
Yeah, just every range should go kick one in, and whoever has the last one just holds it, I guess.
But you do 5 fast and then 1 delayed, or do you even delay more than 1? Okay.
Yeah, you just do 5 and then delay less one. Wait, there's
I'm missing a bomb.
A bomb somewhere. Oh. Wait, where's this evoker?
Yeah, that was
Just
very
like outside the boss room for a while.
Where did he go? So here when you pull this mini boss, and I guess we did a little bit of a smaller pull here where we only have Earth Shapers. But who do you soothe?
I would just try to soothe Earth Shapers.
Okay.
Because they just spam cast, meaning like one guy can't solo them, so just like soothing them means they're gonna be casting a bit less often.
And do you have the Quake boys, then you would soothe that guy, or still the Earth Shapers?
Still the Earth Shapers, I think, because you just have to kick the Quake once every 25 seconds.
Yeah, true.
The guys kicking it just have to react a bit faster.
So here on this boss, I guess it depends on your group, but do you like Starfall, or do you focus the guy, or what is it?
So whenever this guy enrages, I Starfall.
Okay. And you also target it, or do you just target the boss and Starfall?
That depends on, like, let's say I'm on voice with my team, and then the Arcane Mage says, okay, I'm sending my cooldowns here. That means I'm hitting the boss, because Arcane Mage cooldowns are massive, and he's just gonna solo the guy. And then if DK, like, if I'm the only one popping cooldowns, then yeah, I would main target it. Actually, like, make my Starfires prio it.
Okay. It's a very interesting comp. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like how much Orbs Warrior or a Dev Evoker does on these ads. So I guess I'm just winging it. And yeah, guys, not padding.
In general, I would probably just always focus the ad in pugs.
Yeah.
Just because it's also a bit rough on the healer if it lives for too long.
What if you don't care about healers generally, though? What if their feelings don't matter to you?
Too, Naguura. They matter.
All right, fine.
I'd reward you with a PI if you're nice to them.
As a Moonkin, are you immune to this transmute cast because it's a polymorph, or no?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes,
okay, that is very nice. And this Echo Blade, does it do AoE damage? Or is it just like a single target nuke on you?
Yeah, it cleaves everyone in front of you as well.
Oh, so like in a path from the mob to me?
Yeah, exactly. It goes in a line.
Okay.
And it's pretty fat as well. Like, I've seen it kill melees a bunch of times that are like on the side of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I would probably avoid ever pulling like more than 2 testers in one pull, because people are just guaranteed gonna die.
So I guess the most dangerous thing is like the disorient, like the transmute thing, and the Echo Blade just sniping people on top of other random damage like dots and whatnot.
With this many alchemists in the pool, like, look at your party frames. Everyone has this dot right now, so everyone's just dropping kind of low, and then they get finished off by the Echo Blades.
Yeah, help. I can't believe we recovered that. I'm still dead though. Oh. I guess our healer's dead.
It's a bit spicy with this many alchemists and a mastermind.
Oh, no! I can't believe the bomb is what finished me off.
Of all things to die from.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay, that's unlucky. Don't worry, timer's fine. Timer's fine.
Is it actually?
If we're getting like ads into next boss, I think you can make up time with that.
Okay.
Okay, this pull is crazy. Good luck.
Oh, that hurts.
Wait, how many was on you there?
Echo Blades? I think just 2, and like the Mastermind leash.
Way too much damage here. I guess it's fine, everyone had CDs.
Oh, okay, we're pulling something in here. Oh, well... okay, that's problematic. I think that might be...
07.
Oh, goodbye. Help. Well, we tried. Okay, I got into a workshop with a Warlock. This is a good sign already.
Yeah.
I have not done workshop at all, and I also haven't like read anything about workshop. Like I don't really know mechanics and stuff, except the ones that I know from it being a dungeon previously, obviously. But anything that was changed or that you do differently now, I don't really know, other than from pugging and stuff that is just obvious.
I did the OG workshop back in BFA. I think that the meta back then was to like you mind control the squirrels and then you got a lot of count with that.
Yeah,
which
true.
was kind of OP, so you can't really do that anymore.
Are they just
Like,
immune to mind control now?
I think so.
Okay.
Or either that or they don't do damage when mind controlled, something like that.
Yeah, it could be
So
that
the route
too.
is different than it used to be.
Do you moonfire all of these guys?
Just moonfire until everything's stacked, and then
Okay.
just do a sunfire and blast, I guess.
I guess it's also bad to like I don't actually want to solar beam, right? Unless the demon hunter misses the sigil.
Only the strongest survive.
Well, we
Which
tried.
I guess he did. I'm not sure if your
I did
beam
solar beam early, so I'm not sure if I like fucked that up.
that might have messed it up. I'm not sure.
This warlock.
Was it his key?
Actually yeah, it was my key. His key. The warlock, in case you don't see it, but he wrote XD nice players and then he left. Well,
Classic.
so while we wait for me to find a group, maybe we can talk about Moonkin stuff a little bit because, like, I don't know if whatever I'm doing is correct or not. I honestly don't even know what question to ask because I'm just doing what I always do, what makes sense to me, but I haven't really, looked into anything. So what I usually do is, like when we do an AoE pack, right? I just, as we're gathering, I moonfire everything. Once they stack the sunfire, then if I have cooldowns up, I just Fury Balloon first, then I incarn, and then I just spend Astral Power and Starfalls and Starfire. And if I don't have cooldowns, I do the same thing, but I go Lunar Eclipse first, then Fury Balloon, and then Starfall. Is that correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay, because sometimes I'm not sure. Because moonfiring would be a lot of arcane spells that lower my Fury Balloon cooldown, right? And sometimes I'm thinking, oh, should I just like Fury Balloon? Like if it's a really big pool where I moonfire a lot, would it make sense for me to Fury Balloon first, then moonfire, and then I probably have it back up again once I'm properly rolling my damage, I'm thinking?
Not really. Because, like, what's the Fury Balloon gonna do if you just send it outside an eclipse on targets with no dots?
Yeah.
All it's gonna do is it's gonna generate your AP when you're already 100 AP trying to dot everything. It's not gonna do any damage because, number one, you don't have dots, which means your mastery stat doesn't have any effect. You're not in Eclipse, so you're also doing like 25% less damage there. So yeah, you just need to get your dots up first, and then you Fury Balloon into cooldowns. Because then your Fury Balloon actually does damage. It's gonna generate AP because you're spending AP.
Alright, good. So I just also noticed that I have not used this trinket a single time, which I should probably start doing that. I guess I just macro it into my CA, right?
Yeah, the awkward thing is that it's a 2-minute cooldown trinket, and your incarns are gonna be like usually 90-second cooldown.
So if you have like unaligned trinkets like that, do you hold one or the other sometimes, or do you send trinket with just a Fury Balloon sometimes, or?
It depends on the pull, I would say. Like, let's say you have incarn ready, and your trinket comes up in 30 seconds. I would probably just send incarn if it's like at the start of a pull, and then like if you have your cooldown on your trinket ready, but your incarn is like a minute away, then I would probably just send the trinket as well. And just hope it lines up for the next. Holding one or the other for, I would say, over 30 seconds is pretty bad. You don't want to be in that situation. So just get it on cooldown.
Okay, and for the other things for Moonkin, I mean, I guess the like a loon spec is not very like deep. Like you just want to make sure you get your Fury Balloon on cooldown, I guess, to make sure you make use of the cooldown reduction of it, and you want to make sure you're using the Fury Balloon like damage buff too, and not just like randomly send it, right?
Yeah, it's just all about Fury Balloon with Illune's Chosen. There's one talent, Sundered Firmament, which you can like min-max a little bit with.
Okay.
It's a question I get pretty often. It's like, why do you enter Lunar Eclipse and then send Incarn? It's basically for this talent. Cycling through more Lunar Eclipses throughout a dungeon just means you get higher uptime on Fear of Loon.
But the standard Firmament Fear Balloon does not actually give you all stuff that the main Fear Balloon gives you, right?
It doesn't give you the damage, but it still gives you all this stuff in the tree.
Okay. Another thing I guess I wanted to ask is about like Nature's Grace, because like they nerfed Nature's Grace quite a lot, right? And it's only like right now it's only a cast time reduction, right? So
Yeah.
to me doesn't seem as valuable to like really play around that much, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's still a gain to try to have 2 of these in your cooldowns, because it just means you get 1 or 2 more Starfires in your cooldowns.
But would you wait, because you don't get Nature's Grace for casting Incarn, right?
No, you don't.
So would you prefer, because when you enter Lunar Eclipse to get Sundered, then you don't have the Nature's Grace, right? So you have to choose one or the other?
No, you don't have to choose, because if
Unless you
Wrath,
Shadow Melt?
yeah, you can Shadow Melt. But if you Wrath before entering combat, you're gonna keep 1. If you're fast, you can keep 2 as well.
Oh, yeah,
But,
true.
But you can usually just save 1, and it's worth.
You would rather have 1 Dream State and 1 Sundered rather than 2 Dream State.
Yeah. If I have to use both Dream States to enter Lunar and then send cooldowns, then I'm not gonna enter Lunar. And I guess one other thing you can do as a slight min-max, if you haven't been doing it
5,
already, is
4,
Shadow
3,
Melt in your cooldowns.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Just because it gives you 2 Dream States, which is basically Bloodlust on your next 2 Starfires.
It feels so bad to Shadow Melt for damage. But it does
Depends on
make
the
sense.
dungeon, I guess. Like here, you don't really need Shadow Melt for anything. So just Moonfire everything, Vortex when everything's stacked.
Okay, did he sigil? Okay, he did. Looks good to me.
Yeah, nothing's casting.
So here, this Fear Balloon that I just sent, would you have done that? Or would you have saved it? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Always just send it.
Sometimes I also don't know, should I Fear Balloon? Because sometimes it gets ready, but it's like at the end of my Eclipse. And sometimes I save it because obviously casting Wrath doesn't really... Like I'm not wasting CDR when I cast Wrath since I'm not a reckoning spell, right? But sometimes when it's like 4 or 5 seconds left, I'm not sure if I should just send it or not.
Yeah, you should just send it. Unless you get it ready while you're like in your last second of your Lunar Eclipse or you're outside Lunar Eclipse. That's like the only time I wouldn't send it.
Okay, so this boss, I have no idea how it works. They changed it a lot and I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Just don't get hit by these saws, and you know bombs are gonna drop on you. Don't stand in them.
But do you, like,
You
does the
can-
guy take less damage? The Pamler?
Only while he has the shield up, which the
Okay.
tank needs to break with the hammer on the sides.
So I'm just main focusing the other guy. They share
can
HP,
start-
right?
No, they don't share.
Oh.
I would start on the pummeler. He also gets a damage increase taken.
I just saw
every
that,
time he
the
gets
Weakera.
stunned.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you see like the card is dropping really low, then you can of course swap. You don't really lose anything from swapping main target.
Why is there
Oh wait, you
a
guys
trash
spawned,
mob?
You spawned the achievement mob.
Oh my
More
god.
funnel.
And when you get targeted by this knock, do you get always like knocked backwards or...
Yeah, backwards. You can shadow meld it as well.
Oh,
Mid-charge.
okay. I will give this a try with my boomer reaction time. We'll see if it works. And I guess you don't, because these bumps, they spawn on players, right?
Yeah, they're baited on ranged.
Okay. So you kind of want to make sure you don't spawn them in front of like the tank or whatever. What does this achievement mob do?
Doesn't do anything.
Okay, I'm doing it. Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit, I didn't know
First
it's that
try?
fast though. It's actually super fast.
Another thing you can do, let's say you don't have shadow meld, like someone in the chat said, you can go bear form here, and then you can wild charge the card. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy. Yeah, so here I would go lunar first and then send that through lunar.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably also just not use an incarn on the boss to have it here.
Yeah.
Since this pull is
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
arguably the hardest pull. And yeah, the deadly thing is if these gunks get their cast go through, you get a healing absorb. And then if you have a healing absorb while the units are doing AoE, yeah, it's kind of doomed. You're just rotting to death.
One more question I just had, like when you're in your cooldowns and you don't manage to get like everything out, I guess. It is more important to Star Surge than to Starfire though, right? Like if I have, or is there like some situation where your Starfire will do more damage? Like if you have some sort of like Frenzy proc or whatnot, or whatever it's called.
Well, you would never overcap, but sometimes you might want to prio a Starfire over a Star Surge if you have like a Umbral Embrace proc. And you're not going to overcap from it. Like there's sometimes where I'm, let's say, 2 out of 3, or I'm just like 2 Starlord stacks. Technically, it would be better to Star Surge to just go to 3 Starlord stacks. But if I get an Umbral Embrace proc, I would probably just use that on a Starfire instead.
What is this explosion? Like when does it happen?
It's the tank buster. When he gets dispelled, it does AoE damage.
Oh, okay. So the healer can kind of determine when it happens. Okay.
But for the tank's sake, ideally it should be instantly dispelled. So the group should be topped, and then as soon as the dispel comes, you insta dispel. Because it's actually a lot of tank damage if he's sitting there taking ticks from it. Oh, I was gonna talk about the wild charge skip here, but I guess you have a Warlock Gate.
How do you wild charge?
You just go up the ramp and then you wild charge like under. I mean, I guess it's hard to explain.
Maybe I can just come back after and we can.
Yeah, maybe.
We can try it. I guess one thing I was
good that
thinking, like maybe I save my cooldowns for this pack here, but I mean I have another incarn now, so.
Yeah, you can send this incarn.
When if your Loon is still on cooldown, do you still just send incarn anyway? Because I mean it's gonna get ready super soon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, your Fear of Loon shouldn't really be. It shouldn't really be affecting your decisions like that, because it's just up all the time if you just do your rotation. And you anyways spawn a Fear of Loon when you pop incarn, which is gonna give you the damage increase.
Does it actually? Like the firmament thing gives you damage increase?
It does, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. And it doesn't stack with the normal fury, I guess then. Or does it?
It stacks. Yeah, it does the damage.
Wait, I'm confused. Like, because there's a damage increase we get for having Fever Loon used, no? And we get it from all Fever Loons?
Yes.
Okay, and it does stack. So if you have multiple Fever Loons up, you get the multiple damage increases.
No, not the damage increases.
Ah, okay. But like the damage itself.
The Fear of Loons
sucks.
they just do damage. And that stacks. But, I mean, it would be so OP if the damage increase stacked.
Then I guess we would play completely different, yeah.
Yeah.
Try to stack them all up for our cooldowns, I guess. For this guy, there's no like outranging or anything anymore, right? The guy, the mini boss we just played. Oh, you can still outrange?
Yeah, you can stand on the ramp where you came from.
Okay.
On this boss, you can actually just stay outside the room on the stairs, and you don't have to dodge anything.
Oh, because the cogwheels don't go there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a wall at the other side of the room from you. If you hug that wall, you're also in a safe spot.
Okay.
The cogs don't reach you.
I just now realized that I'm doing something that is probably really bad. Like I just popped my cooldowns and I had 2 dream states, and then I used my Warballoon, which consumes my dream states. So I guess I want to use dream state first and then use Warballoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Usually the rotation I do is use the 2 dream states, meld, use 2 dream states again, and then triple Warrior Balloon.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So after these beams, you can just go to the stairs, and you don't have to play the fight.
I love not playing the fight. Just pressing my damage buttons. My very complicated rotation.
This is the peak Moonkin POV. Good luck, team. Keep dodging. Okay, now you can use the other safe spot.
Where is it?
It's at the wall. Okay, but there's fire there, so maybe not. Actually.
Because I guess the fire still spawns there, or maybe not. I'm gonna give it a try. Here, right?
Yeah, just yeah, hug the wall right here, and you're safe.
Okay. So they go through, but they don't hit me. I'm not sure if I trust you.
They're not gonna hit you. They're not gonna hit
God.
you. Just trust.
Oh wait. Oh, I thought we had beams or what? It's just at that spot. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, help! Bear form. Yeah, when in doubt, just bear form. Just innervate the healer. They'll know what to do.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. One innovate, one paints up.
So here, what I do, like, I don't know if you also do this in high keys, or if it's possible to do in high keys, but if I have a double generator, I stand still for, like, everything. Like, if a squirrel's on me, I'll just stand in it. Is that... Yeah. Okay, you can also do it in high keys, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
The timer seems more than fine, I guess.
Yep. Last boss is a very long one, though. It's usually like 5 to 6 minutes.
Oh, okay, that long.
Still more than enough time. Oh.
Oh. What?
That was so late.
Oh,
That's like a
wait.
minute into this pack.
The shaman is that there. What happened? Oh, the shaman
Wait.
didn't make the skip because he's a goblin and he didn't know how to do it. So I guess he was never here. And then he decided to just wipe us.
Rest me
Yeah, then he ran
a
in.
minute ago, but
No, like I think he
Oh,
literally just ran in
man.
to die and did not realize that I'm gonna get aggro because of Starfall.
oh man,
Fuck. Still timeable, apparently.
winnable.
So
winnable.
here, would you have waited to leave Eclipse?
Yeah, you can. There's no like loss in holding, so might as well hold to get 2 extra dream states, or 1 in case you wanna. I would probably also like enter lunar and then send. If
I
was
would have
gonna
had
wait
to hold
for-
my trinket for a bit longer, I guess, but not like just a couple of seconds, I guess, which is not the end of the world. Yeah, sometimes I definitely have to swing sometimes still, where I feel like, oh, cooldowns are ready, I have to use them, but obviously I don't really have to do that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bit of prep before your cooldowns that you have to do. Like you need to have duts up. You need to try to like enter lunar eclipse whenever it's good.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to have Fury of Loon ready, but if you don't, then that's also fine. Okay, you're definitely timing this. This Warlock is a pumper as well.
All right.
Demo Warlock.
I guess one thing they can do is boss damage.
Yep.
We're still canceling Starlord, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we don't have a rest. It's not ideal. Oh no, we.
All good.
Okay, I guess yeah.
He used his personal.
Yeah. Oh no!
And
Oh god!
okay,
This
I
might
think
be
you
a
might
problem.
be dead. I'm not sure you can
Ugh.
sustain yourself. Do you have health pot? No, it's on.
No.
TD.
Heal me! 30 seconds. I don't know if they can do it. Oh.
This guy has quite a bit of HP.
God. This would be tragic. Oh.
Execute. Yeah, they got it.
That's insane.
Not even close.
Oh shit. Beautiful. Well played,
Clean.
everybody.
Yep. Don't worry about the 13 deaths.
Yeah, that's crazy. Tell me, 15 with 13 deaths. Oh, man. So about talents, so you're saying that you never change your druid talents, your class talents. What is it you play? Like, do you play something similar than I do, or do you have something else?
Same as you, but you're missing the beam cooldown reduction.
Oh, you actually play that?
So, yeah. So I would drop the regrowth thingy on the bottom right. Yeah, this one. And I
Okay.
would just take.
Do you play fluid form?
Yeah. Wait, what do you
Okay.
have here?
I think improved stampeding roar, but I feel like that's so good.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, you can just take out, yeah, this one, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm just not very used to fluid form, so I'd like never use it, because I keep forgetting about it. When would you use it? When you go bear form to survive something, you just wrath out of it, or?
Yeah, just bear form.
I guess you can starfire out of it too.
Yeah. If you're outside an eclipse, you would wrath. If you're inside lunar and you have to bear, then you would just starfire.
How's Nature's Vigil now? Because I do use it like it's just with my cooldowns, and then sometimes when I see my cooldowns are on a long CD and it's ready, I just like randomly use it. It doesn't seem like it's healing like a lot.
It heals a lot on big AoE pulls in your CDs.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it's kind of a joke. I would never use it outside cooldowns. If it's up outside of cooldowns, I would just hold it for next cooldowns or something. Because it's gonna heal 2k HPS if you're using it outside cooldowns.
I have to be nice to my group and say GG's first. Okay. Oh, we still have the soldiers. I guess I have to just stealth up then, right?
Yeah. And you can practice lineup and stuff. So it's right here on this ledge that you're on. That's good. And then just try to go back to the left until your max range, basically.
You mean...
Just hover over the box and just keep edging back. Yeah, like this. And
Wait, but why do you want to do it? Or is it because I'm in stealth and I would pull the soldier? Or what?
No, you need to have like max distance so the blood warper doesn't pull. Because once you activate it, this pack is kind of weird. It's like halfway through the cast. If you're too close, it's gonna pull the blood warper.
Oh, okay.
So you need to be.
So I'm like halfway in the floor like this. It works.
Try to align your body like straight with the line. That way it's easier. Yeah.
Okay.
And then go back a bit. Yeah. Right here. This should be the spot.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, you're gonna pull the soldiers now because they haven't been pulled.
Yeah.
Or you could do this with Mind Soothe on the soldiers as well.
Okay, so I'll touch from here, I guess.
Yeah, run a bit and then wild charge. So go over the line in front of you and then the wild
shit.
charge.
Okay.
And don't aim for the high point on the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, nice. Okay, so I don't know if this is a spot, but it looks good. Oh, it's not good.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I can
RP
still
walk
click
forward.
it from here? No. Oh, I see. Okay. Here.
Yep.
So if I try this now, if I just vortex these guys. Oh, I can't click it in combat. That makes sense.
Only the strong
Yeah.
get.
I had the very same situation with Tettles, by the way, where we did Floodgate, and we just kept wiping like in that first area, and like we just did not manage to get any further, so he couldn't explain like the rest of the dungeon to me. It's like a typical pug experience for this dungeon in particular, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, success. Let's see if we can do this pull. No. We don't have blast.
Okay, here I would have for sure held the incarn for 10 seconds because your trinket is coming up.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I did not look at that trinket.
So could have done like one lunar eclipse and then on the next you let it drop off and incarn. But it's fine. Just hold the trinket for your next incarn and then BO next pull.
When you enter Eclipse, wait, we still get the crit thing when we enter Eclipse, right? Or are we not
Yep.
playing that anymore? Okay. Do you use that like on Starfire and AoE, and like even if you're capping or something, or not really? If you have like a big Starfire or something.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Especially with the tier set that we have this season. If you get a lot of mushroom procs, you're just spamming Starfall a lot more.
Oh, all of these scripts going through. Fuck. Other priest, oh god. If I interrupted like with Incap Roar, it will just recast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy, that was close.
That is a lot of
You
damage
still have a
too.
big bleed on you.
Oh!
Only the strong.
Oh my god, I know there's a fucking patrol or something behind me too. Also, I recently changed my colors, like nameplate colors. I just imported mirrors as colors because I never used colors at all. And my neutral mobs were yellow. And now it's just like some random color that mobs have. So whenever I see a yellow mob, I just think I'm not gonna pull it because it's a neutral mob.
Yeah.
I guess I should just change it to something else.
Also, like first pull Cinderbrew, I always struggle finding the highest HP targets. So
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I've
for
started
sure.
doing is just set it as focus because I don't really need to beam anyways on that pull.
Yeah, focus is something that I never really got used to that much either, because focus target, I guess, is something that people use when they have interrupts. And Moonkin never really had that, so I guess focus is something that for other classes is really normal, but for me it was never something that I really got used to or used.
I didn't use it either before doing MDI, but after having to play other classes like Mage and stuff in MDI, then I got used to playing with set focus. I also think it's pretty good to have set focus this season because, as we talked about, we have the solar beam talent. Like you want to interrupt your target to get the CDR.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But this fight is really annoying because you kind of want to hit this guy that moves around a lot because he's the highest HP.
Yeah.
But he's charging away from your Fury of Balloons, which is losing you a lot of damage.
Sure.
So like I usually just swap targets whenever I get Fury of Balloon up. Just Fury of Balloon the little one and then main target the guy again.
Oh, I like that. So the last charge on this guy always goes in a tank?
Yeah.
Okay. But other than that, it's random.
Yeah.
Do you have to aim this swing, by the way? Or just click it?
Nah.
Okay.
Just click it.
Because I had packs before where nobody pressed this and we had to play the next boss with the circles. And I had no idea that... yeah! Nobody knew that you have to click this. So we just played this boss with the circles on the ground. On a 15 or a 16 or something.
Yeah, that boss is hard already.
Yeah.
With the circles, sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good bait from the healer.
On high keys, does the healer also stay like away from the group?
Bark skin pair form.
Yeah.
This slam here is like the hardest part of the fight. That's where you take the most damage. And you can only bark skin every second one. Sorry, what were you asking?
If the healer also stands away on hierarchies, or if he still stacks with the group.
I think they should always be away from the group. Try to bait it. That way, it's only one guy that has to move instead of four. But they want to stack up with the group in this phase usually to stay in like aim set or barrier. But in general, it's good to stay on that side like you just did, because if it goes on him, then we don't have to move, and if it goes on us, then he doesn't have to move. You would think that the boss slamming the ground would be physical, but of course it's nature damage. That's like such a weird
There's
change.
actually a lot of damage this season that I felt is physical though. I mean, obviously this is kind of dumb, but I don't know. I felt like there's a lot of mobs that do physical damage, like a lot of trash mobs.
There is, but there's also a lot of times where you have to double check in MDT if it's like, okay, this guy is doing a shout. Is that nature or is it physical?
Yeah, sometimes
Like
a
this guy
spell
is
that seems to be obviously physical is not.
Yeah, a lot of times it's nature, and then your Moonkin armor doesn't work on that, and you actually have to bear for more. And
Yeah, like one of the
wait,
one of
let's see
the
if he
worst
does this
abilities.
correctly.
Yeah.
I think he fucked it up.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, what does he have to do?
He needs to jump now and melt.
Ah, it's too close.
No, it's casting.
Uh-oh. Well, this is bad.
I wish you had lasted a
Oh,
little
no.
longer.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to be faster, or what is it that he did wrong?
No, he was actually too fast.
Oh?
He tagged the mini boss too early. It needs to
Okay.
finish its landing animation, and then he tags it. But he tagged it right as it landed, so it was finishing its animation and then moving, instead of moving instantly.
Oh, he left. Shit. Oh, okay. So you pull him too early. Because he's still in his animation, he doesn't immediately move, but already start his like casting timers, basically. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's good to know. For anyone that's gonna do the skip, I won't. Well, at least we did see most of the dungeon. I mean, I guess the end of this dungeon is not like there's nothing super special going on, right? Let me think.
I think if you get past that skip, as long as the kicks are decent, this part is fine.
Yes, it's mainly the electricians who have to worry about like the lightning bolt, I guess,
Yeah.
right? And the
especially because
overcharge.
there's jump starters. Overcharge is just a dispel. Like usually the healer can just dispel both,
Okay.
or maybe pain sub a guy if he doesn't have dispel ready for him. But yeah, a cast going through while there's a jump starter in is usually the scary part, because jump starter is doing AoE damage, and then a cast can like finish you off because you're 70% HP.
All right. Well, whew. I mean, there's just so much to remember about this dungeon, though. Like, I think this dungeon has a lot of stuff going on. It's nice to
Every
like. I really
pack
like the
is
fact that it's
just-
so open, that you can kind of do so many different things.
Yeah.
Okay, this DK's queuing again, but I think I'm good. I think at some point he's just gonna give
He
up.
really wants to time that key.
That's one of the things. How when you do high keys, actually. Oh my god, I should have asked more questions about this, but I have to leave soon. But I did want to know, like, if you're doing high keys, how did the resilient change affect everything? Like, are you doing a lot more of this like kind of TGP style tournament realm reset, or is that not really a thing because of the way resilient works, that you need all keys on the same level?
I think it's a pretty good change overall. Earlier this week, we had a 18 Priory that we really wanted to time. So we had Resilient 17, and we were just testing a lot of different stuff for like 5 hours in the 17. Just like going in, doing something, and then resetting, and going in, doing it again. So that was very much like TGP, what we did that day. But yeah, I think it's good because we learned Infinite by just testing like all these different pulls on a 17 Resilient.
It's interesting because, like, the fact that you can do this, like that you can do reset, that you can like do a key for hours and learn so many things. I think on one hand it's like a good thing for two reasons. Like, number one, like some people just like doing that, right? And I guess number two, I feel like it also makes maybe TGP a little bit more relatable, like the actual tournament, because
Yeah, it
people
does, yeah.
can do similar things. But
Except that they have 25% avoidance for some reason now.
yes. But I guess like for the more casual, like normal player, for them it's kind of like a downside. And I had this feeling too, because I was playing a lot less this season, right? And it felt like everyone else gained knowledge much quicker because they could just do keys over and over. So if I play a little bit less, it felt like I'm more behind in experience and knowledge than other people are. And I generally just
Yeah,
don't
for
like
sure.
resetting keys a million times. Like, that's not actually a gameplay that I really like doing. So I guess that's another thing.
Yeah. Also from your pugs today, if something failed, only one group I think stayed together.
Yeah.
All the other groups, they just disbanded anyways, even though it's resilient keys.
Yeah, that's true. I
So
guess a lot of people
it's
think
definitely more of a benefit for like
yeah,
high
like
key groups.
coordinated groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess the issue with pug groups is that usually the person that has the resilient key, if they deplete the key, like a lot of people's mentality is that it was someone's fault. So they want to like form a new group anyway because they feel like, oh, we wiped here because, you know, either it's a bad route, or the tank did this wrong, or this damage dealer is bad, or whatever, and then they just want to form a new group anyway, I guess. Well,
Yeah, it doesn't help pugs that much.
Well, okay, so I gotta go. Thank you so much for hanging out today for so long. That actually helped a lot. Not only did I learn a lot about dungeons, but I also learned a lot about Moonkins. Now I just have to actually do the things that I learned. Just give me a year. No, but that was very, very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
So have a good raid, and I hope you get all of your loot. Okay, so if you want to follow Krona, the goat that taught me a bunch of things today, and you too, make sure you give his stream a follow and also his YouTube. Thank you very much, Krona, and maybe we can do this another time if you're down at some point.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
I'd be down.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Right. You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.